never able to find a spot. No, it's round the block, round the block, round the block.
Terrible.
Very difficult. Very difficult.
Crazy.
That's how many of you describe what it's like trying to find parking downtown, and it's been getting worse. We've learned there's a big problem with many of the parking meters around the city's most frequently visited buildings.
They're broken, so a driver can park for free for hours without ever moving or getting a ticket. Not only does that leave fewer spaces for everyone else, but it's costing the city thousands of dollars a month in lost revenue.
And News 4 Jax investigator Jennifer Waugh has also discovered there are more broken meters than the city realizes.
This is what drivers are finding. I mean, parking meters that are broken. I mean, look, the inside of this is completely missing, or sometimes you'll see just a blank screen here. And while it may seem like, well, it's just a couple of quarters, those quarters are really adding up for the city. Do you know that parking meters generate $700,000 a year? And these kind, the newer ones that take the credit card, they pull in $36,000 a month. And that's a lot of money for a city that could really use the cash.
This one, yeah, this one's not working. That's one.
We hit the streets.
It's missing the entire inside of it, so the battery's missing out of this one.
That's two.
This was broken. Look, there's nothing in it. The battery's missing.
Number three.
It's definitely not working because you can see there's no guts in it. Nothing. All right, let's keep going.
And four, as we walk along Forsyth Street between Laura and Main. We only found 2 meters that actually work.
Broken.
Next block up.
Broken.
We found 6 of the 10 meters on this side of the Bank of America building are busted too. It didn't matter where we checked. Forsyth.
Inside on this is missing. See, it's not working.
Bay Street. Adams between Main and Laura. 8 of the 14 meters are broken here too. We even found drivers who left notes. We snapped this picture on January 5th, dated 6 days earlier. Ironically, it was right in front of the city's parking office. And this one was 1 block down. We spent days walking and counting meters that line the city's 15 most traveled blocks.
So here we are across from one of the busiest places downtown, the courthouse, and there are more broken meters. Check it out. Broken, broken.
We found 11 not working here. Anyone can report a broken meter. The number is listed right on the side of it. You'd think of all the streets where we would find the meters working would be outside the city's government offices.
You can already see this one's broken, 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 broken. All right, this one works. Broken. This one works. That's 2. That one works. That's 3. And broken. So only 3 on this side of the street work.
We discovered there are more busted meters here in front of the Ed Ball building than any other city block we checked. That's a lot of free parking. We couldn't get anyone from the city's parking office to talk with us on camera about why so many are broken. But a spokesperson told us by email the biggest problem is with these meters that accept credit cards. After 5 years, the batteries are dying, and there's some kind of glitch the manufacturer can't seem to figure out. And it doesn't sound like the city realizes so many are broken. Of the 547 credit card meters in downtown Jacksonville, the city says 116 are not operational, so about 20%. But we found even more than that, and we were only able to check 329 of them. According to our count, of the 60% or 329 we checked, marked in yellow, look at how many are broken. 120. So 36% of the meters are busted, which means the city is losing nearly $8,000 a month. And we've learned the batteries started dying as many as 5 months ago. These are pictures a viewer sent us of broken meters dating back all the way to October.
The lost revenue is tremendous, not only to the city, but to my business itself.
Greg Vaccaro owns Gus's Shoe Repair across from the Ed Ball building.
Customers that come in with a 5 or 10 minute shoe shine or dropping shoes off drive around the block 4, 5, 6 times, call me up and say, I couldn't find a parking place. I'll have to come back another day or find another shoemaker.
He says city workers are taking advantage of free parking in the broken spots, tying up meters meant for his customers.
The only place really find a place to park a lots of times is like 2 or 3 blocks away.
You'll circle the block 3 or 4 or 5 times.
I have the lowest customer count strictly because of parking, because they can't get their packages into my store.
Vicki Wilkins says she has the same problem. She owns the UPS store around the corner.
I don't know anybody else that has 8 merchants in 1 block downtown and only 6 meters.
And we found 4 of those 6 were broken too. Even though we spotted this parking enforcement officer walk right by those broken meters, 10 days later, they were still busted.
You can sit there all day, and they do. And they've been broken forever. So my customers cannot get here. I have over 300 mailboxes that they got to come in and check their mail every day. To come and get your mail, you have to park 2 to 3 blocks away to run into my store for 5 minutes.
Wilkins got so desperate last week, she put up these signs, which seemed to work, until the city told her they're illegal and removed them. Wilkins tells me after complaining again, the city has finally repaired the broken meters in front of her store. The question is, are these meters turning into a money pit for the city? Of the 547 meters like the one you just saw, each one costs $645. The city already had to buy 300 batteries at about $30 each to replace the ones that are at the end of life. So that's $9,000 already spent, but they're still breaking. The city says technicians from the manufacturer still haven't found a fix, though, after several weeks. In the meantime, the company is sending new replacements. Jennifer Waugh, Channel 4, the local station.